I'm 35 days without sugar, flour, or caffeine, and I'm terrified. Not because I want to eat cake today. I'm terrified because I know how a slip can turn into a complete and total binge for me. Hi, I'm Dr. Cammy at Dr. Cammy Goes Keto, where I'm transitioning into a ketogenic lifestyle and learning to deal with my sugar addiction in a healthy way. So I am 35 days today. I am terrified. There's things that I want to discuss today that are going to help me remember to stay in the now and stay present and will hopefully help you guys too as you deal with your sugar addictions. One of the things that I think is really important for you to remember is that you don't want to be cured. You don't want to think that you're cured of this issue. You don't want to go for 90 days or 6 months or 2 years and feel that you are cured from this sugar addiction. My attitude is that I'm always going to have a healthy respect for this addiction, which can destroy me and kill me ultimately by keeping me so sick metabolically. I think that's really important for me to remember. And I've been going to Overeaters Anonymous meetings, and there are people in there. I went to a meeting last night where she was 7 years abstinent, whatever her abstinence is. I don't know the details of that. And she's lost 105 pounds and she looked great. And I thought, I want what she has. So keeping a long-term mindset, I think, is very important with this sugar addiction. The other thing that I think is really important is to stay in the day. That has really been helping me a lot. I take one day at a time. I take one meal at a time. I deal with what's in front of me, what's on my plate in front of me, so to speak. And I don't worry so much about what's going to happen tomorrow or the next day or lament about what's been happening in the past. Staying in the present and taking it one day at a time has been really, really helpful for me. The third thing I wanted to talk about is don't negotiate with your cravings. When you have a craving, don't negotiate with it. Instead of spending time and energy thinking about this craving that you have, a big thing that's been helping me is just to be still and quiet and ask myself, what do I need? Sitting in the present moment and thinking about what you need and spending some time in meditation and prayer, even if it's just 30 seconds or a minute or a quick prayer. A lot of times I'll know exactly what it is I need because I've gotten angry about something. I feel embarrassed or ashamed about something. I just built a resentment about something that happened. And a lot of times if I calm myself down just for a minute or two, I can figure out what it was and I can address the issue in a healthy manner. I think that's really, really important. Another thing is that makes me terrified right now is that I know I have to be careful when things are especially good. I've had a really great life lately. Everything's been running smoothly. I have no complaints. I'm eating well. I'm exercising. I'm sleeping. Life is going smoothly. And I know it's not going to always be the case. So trying to brace myself and pay close attention to my eating disorder is really, really important to me. I know that it sits in, like we say in AA, it sits outside the window doing push-ups, just waiting for the right moment to strike and in a moment of weakness. So always staying strong and always being sure that I don't have a moment of weakness, I think is really, really important. Or that when I have my moments of weakness, which of course I'm going to have, that I deal with them in a healthy way. Another thing, this is something I really haven't done that I think is really important, is have a relapse prevention plan. I don't really have a plan for, okay, code red 911. This craving's really, really bad. Pull out the stops and pull in the troops. I think that would be really important for me to have because a lot of the cravings are just things in passing. Like I'll drive past a store and I'll see something and I'll think, oh, I could go in and eat such and such. And then I just realize that no, I'm not going to do that. But if there's a trifecta and there's 3 different things that come at me all at once, that's going to be something that a prevention plan would be really good for me to do. So I'm going to write down like a prevention plan and have it set in my mind exactly what I do. The first thing I do is pray. The second thing I do is call someone. The third thing I do is cry. The fourth thing I do is look at what I can do in the moment Do I need to prepare a meal? Is it time for me to actually eat? Do I need to take a nap? So these are kinds of things that are going to go on my prevention. The one thing I wanted you guys to really remember that I think is really important is that a craving is not a relapse, a thought is not a relapse, and an urge is not a relapse. And I think that that's really important for us to remember when we're dealing with sugar addiction because we can deal with cravings, we can deal with thoughts, we can deal with urges, we can do all those things if we're proactive and actually being in action when those things come up, we can prevent a relapse. And that's exactly what we want to try to do. So I hope this gives you some ideas about how to think about your sugar addiction. Please come and join. I'll put in the description of this YouTube channel, No Sugar Nation. It's a wonderful nation where we have a lot of people who are in recovery from their sugar addiction. We have group meetings. We have a community chat. It happens in school, SKOOL, the school platform. And the link that I give you will take you right into that platform and you can check that out. All right, everybody. In my next video, I'm going to talk about Ann Wilson Schaef, Schaef, Ann Wilson Schaef. And she has a wonderful book called Living in Process, which I've been spending some time in. And it's giving me like step-by-step guidelines as to how to live a life that is full and complete and addiction free and involves keeping your soul happy. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.